Hi everybody, day 89, and today's challenge is fabric on ephemera. So I just basically didn't think it through too much. I just got out some batting and some different bright colours and some of the printout of my card from day, I think it was 83. Which I had to re-upload because I'd used some music that was out of, it was from a copyright-free site, but apparently not. So that's okay, I didn't get in trouble. I just took it down, changed it to some copyright-free music and put it back up. So it's all out of order now, which I don't know about anyone else. That can be annoying if you're a little bit pedantic about that sort of stuff. So I've got the printout of, I've got oh, look at that, that was from cutting my gluey, oh that's just bad, let's chuck that away. Alright, when I finished, so what are we up to? 89, so we've got 11 days to go, and then I am doing a mega makeover of my craft room because it is like a bomb's hit it, and there's just stuff even over all the tables, and I can't even, I can't even, honestly. You know, if you can't cope with your YouTube being out of order, you're not going to cope too well with it. It's such a mess. Anyway, toss that other chopping board because that was really bad. Chopping board. Did I get it again? I called it a chopping board. I was going to use in the boho journal when I was preparing a few things. I had thought I would print out some crochet. So I might use that today because I like the colours and the textures, the patterns. Anyway, it's material on ephemera, so well, let's just see what happens, see what we make. I can't even get my ruler out, it's under all this crap. Okay, I've sorted myself now. Oh, I hope everyone is doing well. It's such a weird time here in Australia. It's like we're just waiting for the stage 4 lockdown to be announced, and yesterday I had that dilemma about whether or not I should see my friend or not, but then we had a big discussion. He should get his COVID test back this morning, and it's pretty well, my studio is at the back of his house, so pretty well isolated, and his mental health has really declined a lot. So, you know, in the end, the moral dilemma, do you go and visit someone because it's necessary for their mental health? And I think so. So long as I'll only be in the car, and then I'll be at his house, and he understands socially isolating me, so we'll be miles apart. And you know, of course, that's provided his COVID test is negative, of course. And we discussed it and decided that because his cat died a while ago, and because my cat is giving me the absolute you-know-whats, I think she needs a change of scenery. So I've offered to let him have my cat for as long as he needs her. And some people might think that's not a very nice thing to do, but you know what? I think she bullies. So my daughter, when she came down, was supposed to take her cat back to Queensland with her, but then she realised she is probably going to move back down, so it wasn't a good idea. And I don't know about anyone else, but I just find two cats that fight with each other are just a little bit too much. Oh, I like that. Do I like that more? Which one do I like? I like them both. Okay, let's just do one of each. So that's what I'm doing today or tomorrow. After this, I will wait till he has his little COVID test back. What happens if I put this on here? Take him out the cat and her food and her bed and all that. And I hope, I think I was going to give him my daughter's cat because I thought that would be a better match. But I'm just hoping that Amelia's a good match for however long it needs to be. Or forever. Whatever's needed. I feel like I'm coming off the camera because my cutting mat is right out here. Let's move that up. That's better. Alright, I don't quite know what I'm doing yet, but that's okay. It's kind of, that's like life at the moment anyway. I hadn't seen my flatmate for a couple of days, and finally sat down, had a chat and watched a bit of MasterChef because it's in Australia, it's at the getting to the end bit. Right, nope, got that one. There it is. Yes, so we're down to the final 3 in MasterChef. Very exciting. I think it's this thing. Handy dandy things. Now I need to take my I know I'm going to do some more cutting, so I'm going to leave it there, but I'll just do this. Now, I need, I was looking for a credit card or something like that to smooth it out, but I'll use this. It didn't go all to the edges. I want it. Oh, actually, I was going to say I want it to the edges, but you know what? I'm going to sew around with my yellow thread. Love my yellow thread. Oh, that was terrible. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I was thinking it would be easy to cut. I'll probably just completely stuff that up on the back now. Not too bad. Let's attempt to cut this straight. Better. You'll have to do a big, massive sale at the end of this 100 days of all the stuff I've made that's just sitting in the drawer. 1 egg tag thing. I'm making a booklet. That's what I'm doing, apparently. Okay. Thanks for telling me, art and craft stuff, what I'm doing. It does talk to you, you know, sometimes. I think the lockdown is once again going a bit to my brain. Going a bit crazy loopy, which is kind of alright because you can say that I'm an artist, it's okay. Pretty. Oh, glue came out on the good mat. Oh, you just can't. You can't win, can you? You just can't. Right, let's look how they look. What if some collage pulled them together and they were a little book? A little egg book. A book of eggs. Oh, I need a picture of a chicken. Oh, I think there's a chicken day coming up. Maybe I'll do half of this and then do the chicken day as the other half. How does that sound? Because it's getting to the end, and I think Rachel's saying she might not do another one. I think probably she's done 2 or 3 in a row, and someone else, who was I listening to? I was listening to Roba Marie's podcast the other day, and I think she said she's done it 3 years in a row too, and this is my first year, so there's been bit of learning. It'll be interesting though, because I think you have a year off and then you do it again, and for me, everyone's doing it in summer over in lots of other parts of the world, but for me, this is like winter. This is the perfect activity. I'll put in this, it's got a bit of yellow in it. All different ways you can add. Right, do we want paper, material, all sorts of things in your ephemera. Make it a little bit off center. Alright, so I don't like that being like that too much, so I'm going to cut that. So hopefully I can do that. Square it up. Right, so I didn't finish the story of MasterChef, did I? I probably didn't really have anything too much to say other than all the whole time the season's been on, every time there's an elimination, I have guessed it right, and my flatmate just can't believe it. And my flatmate cheats, so she sees, she looks ahead. she looks on Instagram and sees who's gone, and I refuse to look. I've got my, this is my art Instagram, but I've got just my other account, which is more putting food pictures up. Foodie pictures, or a picture of the cats. She looks ahead, she cheats. Anyway, I said to her, as it gets nearer the end, I won't be able to work out at all who's going home because it just gets too hard. But I got this one right, so sometimes it's easy to guess. If someone's flustered and frustrated, you just go, yep, they're not on the ball. They're going to ruin it for themselves. I need some lace. Oh, I did. Got my tin out. Find that's the right width that I'm looking for, but I don't know if I want to use that. I don't have a lot of it and I really love it, so I don't want to, that's too thin. Oh, all those eggs, that's why I thought of chickens. Oh, if I'd have coffee dyed that would have been good. Didn't think ahead. Oh well. No, that won't work. How's this blue snippet roll I made? That would work. I think if I want to preserve that and not use that. No. Just checking. I guess I won't be going and getting any of these sorts of bundles for a while with the new lockdown rules that'll come in. So even that's a bit of a mess. Alright, it's either some of this, oh, the thin one. I don't mind that. Or it's some of this. I think the blue goes better. I'm going to sew them. I'll be back in 1 second. Just turn it off. So, I've sewn that on. I've just had a little look at the list, and it's in, not tomorrow, but the next day after is French country and chickens. So I actually think I will do a two-parter. I'll make this and then I will look at chickens. this because it's got that blue sky on it. All right. Okay, so this is a little book that could have some pages in. I'll think about that. At the moment, I'm just mixing material and card for today. And the other thing I had was, I wanted to use these as tags. And I know they're a bit different because they're not your normal regular shape. They could go in like that actually. So, that way or that way or that way. I think if it's like, I'm just thinking of putting, you know, just a bit of batting, but who knows what I'm doing? Who does know? I've got some scraps, I've got some batting, I've got these I'd like to use. I've used that, but I think I'll put that aside for another time. I've got a needle and thread. I've got my little, this is what I found. So I bought the, you know, the skein, the skeins of thing, and then I noticed other people had these plastic things with, Rachel has, I think, plastic ones in a tub, and I realised for some unbeknownst reason, gosh, okay, that I went to the Middle Ages there for a minute. I had, for some reason, ordered threes, you know, that was probably 100 of them or something, and I realised I found them, and so then I sat there watching MasterChef, threading all the threadies on, which was fun. There you go. How good is that? It's just, and you just use a takeaway container. A little bit too much of that over the last month or two. Well, once when my daughter was here anyway, not now. I thought I would. I love how I'm just getting things out and I have absolutely no idea what I'm about to make. How good is that? That is complete, like, creativity. Or stupidity, one or the other. Why am I laughing? Why am I? Oh, because the man crush rang yesterday. Makes me so happy. Mad. All right. This is the part where I take 10 out. Oh, got it in one go. How is that? How good is that? Woohoo! Got it all in one go. I wonder how, I want to try, what does Rachel do? There's this way she does something like this to get a knot, and I have no idea if it's going to work. No, it didn't. All right, I'll do my method. I probably did it wrong. I just roll it around my finger 3 times and roll it off and pull. It does make a bit of a messy knot though, that's the only problem. You can cut it. All right, these are going to be little somethings, slow stitched something or others. Oh, they're cute. See, I'm impatient now because I've finished my I've made that cover and got that boho cover on the journal and started doing mixed media in it, and I'm just like, can I finish this so I can start doing that? Is that the next job? That's the next thing. I just want to finish it so I can get onto that. All right. This is the easy stitch that's kind of a slow stitch. Just straight. The most basic stitch of all stitches. I like that colour. And now that we're going into stage 4 lockdown, I am going to make some face masks for me. But now, as soon as everyone hears that I'm making some, that they want me to make them when they're putting their orders in, as if it takes 2 seconds. I'll see. I think that if you want to have a nice, good pattern, it's not a 2-second job, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll give it a go for my own and see how I go. I think what I need also is, like, I've got paper stickers with words on and stuff for things like this, but I realise I don't have some material ones. To get onto that, I think I can stamp, can't I? Some calico, or I've got some like linen and stuff like that that's quite thin and fine. Also, this material that I did all those stamps on, I've got about 10 metres of it sitting there doing nothing. I don't even know why I've got it. I probably got it at the op shop in bulk or something one day and just went, oh, that'll come in handy. And then it sat there in the garage for 5 years, not being handy at all. Which brings me to an interesting conversation. I have a friend who's an artist, and he is a fashion designer, but he doesn't do high, fashion. He makes arty clothes that make noise if you dance in them and stuff, which is fabulous. Thanks, John, for that. It's beautiful. And he had a group of artists that got together. That's a bit bulky. And did a work on, an exhibition. I think there was 4 of them maybe. An exhibition on hoarding and how artists just don't want to throw anything out because you can use it. You can use it. So that was their exhibition, was on artists being hoarders. I thought that was quite fascinating. Don't know what happened with that bit. So we had many cups of tea having a discussion about that, which was lovely. Where does this go? There. And so I thought, I didn't think I was a hoarder, but then again, I've still got a box of art supplies and stuff in the garage. And you go on any arty crafty site and have a chat to other artists or crafters, and there will always be a joke about storage, whether you've got enough storage space. Which is why I think I have to do a mega change around in this room when I just get a day or two of... I'll give myself a day or two off, I think, after this 100 days. Just so I can get a handle on that. what else am I going to do? This is like a little, this could be a pocket, slow stitched pocket. And the good thing is that you can use a variety of things. Like with this one, glued down material, paper over the top, sewed, put a little cover thing, sewed. This one, little hand stitch, but this I can just glue that down. I don't necessarily have to hand stitch it. One of the problems, I guess, with fabric is that if you over glue it, the glue will show through. I haven't really come up with any solution to fix that. I think fabric tack can just, you know, be a bit thick when you put it on. But you can also get it so as it's not so thick, I guess, if you can stop your fingers sticking to it. Oh, come on, stay still. Right, got it. I got it. This is what it's doing. It's going here. I like that little leaf. I actually still want the stitching to show. There we go. Just going to put this over here too while we're at it. Go on straight. Now, to add a bit of interest, I could sew around the edges. I'm aware that my sewing machine is doing a funny thing again, so I get a bit nervous with my sewing machine when it starts to play up. Get that off. I think that'll be a really nice little pocket. Pocket to put. Could have been a pocket to put my book in, but it's not. Alright, that's another thing. What am I doing with these? I can make another one of those little pockets. I won't do it right now because of the time it takes for the sewing. But that's ready to go for tonight's MasterChef. Alright, what am I doing with these? Little this one. Alright, that's nice. I think little like these things, so little holder thing. So I want 3 of these, that size. I'll put the lid on the glue, Christina. Let it dry. Put your needle back there or you'll lose it. Everything's everywhere. Okay, How hard was that? Now I like seeing people using a stapler. Doesn't make any sense why I would like that, but I just actually kind of do. All right, so I'm going to staple these on. Fiddly. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, it's very okay. That's fiddly. I think they need just a dab of glitter glue on each side to hold it down. That'll be easier. Just a dab. See if that makes it easier. Just want to stick. Oops, we went off camera again. Oh my goodness, what am I doing today? Watching too many TikToks with all those handsome guys. That's what it is. Lose the plot. Doing their dances. Did you know they're going to ban TikTok? Trying to ban it in America. That's better. I'm going to cover that up in a minute. The things you do when you're bored at night. Really, honestly. I mean, you can craft all day, and then you just get bored. Bored late at night. Okay. That worked really well doing that. 2 and one more. For some reason that one didn't want to stick. Okay, got it. Now something has to go over the top of that. And what will it be? I know what I'd like to have. You know what would be nice? Oh, little flowers. Oh, I just realised I do have a little flower, but does it match? It does. Might be a bit big. What's the other? No. Got these white flowers, a bit big. These little tiny ones, no, too white. Just like me. Well, what's wrong with me today? This is pretty, but that's not going to cover up the staple. But one of these might. Okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what's happening. Cut around and cut the leaves off. Alright, we want 3 of these. How nice are they? I think I will use Fabric Fix. I don't know, maybe I'll keep those leaves for something else. I think I probably should and will use Fabric Fix there, just because I think we're going to get the best sticking. I can still, is that a hole in the middle? Oh, it's got a really, really fine net, but I might still sew something later on the that covers up the staple. Easy. Oh, come on, Fabric Fix. All right, that's working. So one of them. I might just use all of these for the tomorrow's rooster day. I might actually do it. I think I'm going to do it today. I really do want to finish this 100 days. There's been, you know, the odd time off and stuff like that, and so it's gone. I wanted to finish it by my birthday next Tuesday. Everyone, send flowers. 21st July, Australia time. Worst birthday ever with the lockdown. Flowers, chocolate, you name it, I'll accept it. There. All right, I'm going to let them dry. Put the lid on that. Put this away. Got a couple of things. All right, what have I got? I've got 3 tags with shabby tops. I've got a little book that could have pages in, which I'll go and sort that out. And I've got a little fabric ephemera thing that you can put in a book and sew it or glue it down, and it will create a pocket. Or sometimes I just like it. I just like it like that. I don't know what you do with it, but I just like it like that. Anyway, there you go. Alright, so I will be back with day whatever tomorrow is meant to be, and I will do the French and rooster. So I'll do the two in one, I think, today. Part 1 and part 2, or I'll just see how long this video is. If it's too long, I will make it part 1 and part 2. Let's take that off, sort that out. I could have done that off camera, couldn't I? I love this. I can't believe I made it. How good was that? How good is it that the 100 days, I don't want to let you go, I'm still talking. The 100 days that I would never have thought I'd have made this. The sewing machine and the lace and the little needles inside, and how good is that? Okay, I'll be back. Bye.